Imagine a woman who exploded onto the dance scene with raw power and grace, captivating millions on national television, only to face an unimaginable battle that tested her spirit to its core. From her humble beginnings in Los Angeles, where dreams clashed with harsh realities, Donyelle Jones rose to become a top finalist on So You Think You Can Dance, Season 2, inspiring countless aspiring dancers with her hip-hop flair and emotional depth. With a net worth estimated at $2 million and accolades from one of television's most beloved competition shows, she embodied resilience and artistry in the cutthroat world of performance. But what hidden struggles fueled her ascent, and how did her luxurious lifestyle reflect the triumphs she earned? Stick around as we dive deep into the extraordinary life of Donyelle Jones. You won't want to miss the secrets behind her success and the legacy she left behind. As we transition from this captivating introduction, let's rewind to the foundations that shaped her remarkable journey. Early life and struggles. Donyelle Jones, born Donyelle Denise Wilson on July 3, 1979 in Los Angeles, California, entered a world far from the glitz of Hollywood spotlights. Growing up in a bustling urban environment marked by economic challenges and societal pressures, her early years were steeped in the vibrant yet tough streets of L.A. Her family, like many in the area, navigated financial hardships with limited resources that often meant prioritizing necessities over luxuries. This backdrop of modest means instilled in her a fierce determination from a young age as she witnessed the daily grind of working-class life. Dance became her escape, a way to channel the energy of a city that could be both inspiring and unforgiving. Her parents played pivotal roles in nurturing this passion. Her mother, a steadfast figure who balanced multiple jobs to support the household, taught Donyelle the value of perseverance and self-belief. "Keep pushing, no matter the odds," her mother would say, words that echoed through Donyelle's life like a mantra. Her father, though less present due to work demands, introduced her to music and rhythm, sparking an early interest in movement. Surrounded by siblings who shared the same cramped living spaces, Donyelle learned the importance of family bonds amid adversity. These relationships provided a safety net, encouraging her to dream big despite the constraints. Yet the path wasn't smooth. As a young black woman in the competitive dance scene, Donyelle faced discrimination and skepticism. In her teens, she encountered rejection at auditions where biases overshadowed talent, leaving her questioning her place in an industry dominated by narrow standards. One particularly harrowing experience came during high school when she was overlooked for a lead role in a local performance due to unspoken prejudices, a setback that fueled her resolve to prove doubters wrong. Financial barriers compounded these issues. Dance classes and competitions required fees her family could barely afford, leading to moments of sacrifice like skipping meals or reusing worn-out shoes. Another challenge struck when she suffered a minor injury during a rigorous training session, sidelining her for months and testing her mental fortitude. Through it all, Donyelle's grit shone through. She turned these obstacles into motivation, honing her skills in community centers and street performances. These formative years built the foundation for her unbreakable spirit. The struggles of her youth not only sharpened her dance abilities, but also deepened her empathy, qualities that would later endear her to fans worldwide. As she moved from these trying times into the spotlight, her early hardships became the fuel for a career that defied expectations. Building on the resilience forged in her youth, let's explore how Donyelle transformed those challenges into a groundbreaking professional path. Career journey. Donyelle's entry into the professional world began modestly, but with unmistakable promise. In her early 20s, she landed her first significant gig as a backup dancer for local artists in Los Angeles, performing at small venues and music videos that paid just enough to cover basics. This initial step, around 2002, exposed her to the industry's inner workings, where she learned choreography on the fly and networked with fellow performers. It was a grind, long hours, low pay, and constant travel, but it honed her versatility in hip-hop, jazz, and contemporary styles. A turning point arrived in 2005 when she appeared in the film Be Cool, a star-studded comedy featuring John Travolta and Uma Thurman. Though her role was minor, it marked her Hollywood debut and boosted her confidence, proving she could hold her own among A-listers. This exposure led to more opportunities, including teaching dance workshops in community programs where she began mentoring young talents, sharing the lessons from her own struggles. The real breakthrough came in 2006 with So You Think You Can Dance, Season 2. Auditioning amid thousands, Donyelle's electrifying hip-hop routine caught the judges' eyes, earning her a spot in the top 20. Partnered with Benji Schwimmer, the eventual winner, she delivered unforgettable performances like their samba that blended sensuality and precision, earning rave reviews from Nigel Lithgow and Mary Murphy. Week after week, she showcased emotional depth, particularly in contemporary pieces that drew from personal experiences. Finishing third behind Benji and Travis Wall, she became a fan favorite, her journey resonating with viewers who saw her as a symbol of overcoming odds. Post-Cytic D, Donyelle capitalized on her fame by joining the show's national tour, performing sold-out shows across the country. This catapulted her into broader recognition, leading to collaborations with choreographers like Shane Sparks and Napoleon Dumo. She expanded into acting, securing a role in the 2022 film Spirited, starring Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds, where her dance sequences added flair to the musical comedy. Beyond the screen, she established herself as a choreographer, working on music videos and live events, earning praise for innovative routines that fused urban and classical elements. Throughout her career, Donyelle amassed notable achievements. Her SYTYCD stint alone garnered her nominations for dance awards, and she contributed to projects that grossed millions at the box office. Teaching became a cornerstone. She founded workshops in underprivileged areas, giving back to communities like her own. In interviews, she often credited her success to authenticity, saying, "Dance isn't just steps, it's storytelling from the soul." These milestones not only built her reputation but also her financial stability, allowing her to invest in a life of comfort. Even as health challenges emerged, Donyelle continued contributing, mentoring via online platforms and advocating for diversity in dance. Her career, spanning over 2 decades, wasn't just about personal glory, but uplifting others, a theme that permeated her every move. With her career firmly established, Donyelle's success translated into a sophisticated lifestyle, particularly evident in her impressive real estate portfolio. Real estates. The Calabasas Crown Jewel, $3,500,000. Nestled in the exclusive hills of Calabasas, this sprawling estate stood as Donyelle's pinnacle of luxury, a testament to her ascent in the entertainment world. Acquired after her Cytic D fame solidified, it became her primary residence, a place where she hosted intimate gatherings with fellow dancers and family. The heart of the home was the expansive living area, designed for seamless flow between spaces, perfect for rehearsing routines or unwinding after long days. Adjacent, the gourmet kitchen featured state-of-the-art appliances and ample counter space, ideal for preparing healthy meals that fueled her active lifestyle. A dedicated fitness room allowed her to maintain her dancer's physique with custom equipment tailored to her needs. Upstairs, the master suite offered a serene retreat, complete with a spa-like bathroom boasting a deep-soaking tub and dual vanities for ultimate pampering. Multiple guest bedrooms ensured comfort for visiting relatives, each with ensuite facilities that emphasized privacy. The home theater provided a cozy spot for movie nights, equipped with plush seating and advanced sound systems to relive her on-screen moments. A home office space, filled with natural light, served as her creative hub for planning choreography sessions. Venturing outside, the outdoor pool area was a highlight, with its inviting waters perfect for laps or leisurely swims under the California sun. Surrounding decks offered shaded lounging spots, Blending relaxation with the estate's overall opulence, this property wasn't just a house. It was a symbol of triumph, where every corner echoed her journey from humble beginnings to stardom. Transitioning to her next cherished abode, this one captured a more coastal vibe while maintaining high-end sophistication. The Malibu Seaside Haven, $2,100,000. Overlooking the Pacific in Malibu, this elegant retreat provided Donyelle with a peaceful escape from the hustle of Los Angeles. Purchased in the mid-2010s as her career diversified into acting and mentoring, it served as a weekend getaway where she recharged amid ocean breezes. The open-concept living room, with its high ceilings and panoramic views, created an airy atmosphere ideal for hosting yoga sessions or casual brunches with friends from the dance community. The kitchen, a chef's dream, included premium fixtures and a large island for meal prep, reflecting her interest in nutritious cuisine. The primary bedroom suite exuded tranquility, with a private balcony and a luxurious bath area complete with rainfall showers. Additional bedrooms catered to extended stays, each thoughtfully appointed for comfort. A multimedia room allowed for immersive entertainment, perfect for reviewing dance footage or enjoying films. The study nook provided a quiet space for scripting workshops or personal reflections. The outdoor pool, set against the backdrop of crashing waves, offered a refreshing dip with integrated heating for year-round use. Lounging terraces around it encouraged al fresco dining, making this home a blend of serenity and style that complemented her dynamic life. Shifting to her more intimate property, this one emphasized warmth and accessibility while still exuding luxury. The Beverly Hills Elegant Retreat, $1,800,000. In the heart of Beverly Hills, this charming yet opulent home represented Donyelle's nod to classic Hollywood glamour, bought early in her post-Cytic D phase as a base for industry networking. It functioned as a pied-à-terre, close to studios and events, allowing her to balance work and leisure effortlessly. The inviting living space, with fluid transitions to dining areas, was perfect for small rehearsals or family dinners. The modern kitchen boasted high-end gadgets and storage solutions, supporting her culinary experiments. A personal gym area included specialized flooring for dance practice, keeping her skills sharp. The master suite served as a cocoon of comfort, with a lavish bathroom featuring jetted tubs and heated floors. Outside, the outdoor pool area invited relaxation with its compact yet functional design, complete with waterfall features for a soothing ambiance. Patios extended the living space, ideal for morning coffees or evening reflections. This property rounded out her collection, offering a more grounded luxury that tied back to her roots. These homes collectively showcased Donyelle's taste for comfort and elegance, each one a chapter in her story of success. Beyond real estate, her passions extended to her impressive array of vehicles, which added thrill to her daily life. Car collection. Donyelle Jones's love for the open road was evident in her curated car collection, each vehicle telling a story of her evolving tastes and achievements. Rather than mere status symbols, these cars represented milestones, rewards for hard-won victories in dance and life. She often spoke of them as extensions of her personality, powerful, graceful, and ready for adventure. Let's cruise through her top three, starting with the most valuable, each chosen for its blend of performance and sentiment. First up, the Porsche 911 Carrera, clocking in at $150,000. Imagine gliding through the canyons at dawn, the road unfolding like a secret rhythm only she could master. This icon whispers promises of precision, where every curve feels like a dance step perfectly timed. For Donyelle, it's more than a drive. It's her escape pod, a companion for those reflective mornings when the world quiets and she reconnects with her inner fire. She once shared how it hums with the kind of energy that matches her unyielding drive, turning routine commutes into mini-adventures that recharge her soul. In 2025, with its refined updates, this Porsche stands as her crown jewel, a testament to investing in moments that feel timeless. Dropping down to number 2, the Mercedes-Benz E-Class Coupe at $120,000. Picture late-night city cruises, the skyline blurring into a canvas of lights as she unwinds from a whirlwind day. This coupe is her sanctuary on wheels, blending seamless comfort with that subtle thrill of acceleration that sneaks up like a surprise beat drop. Donyelle has a way of making luxury feel approachable, and this car embodies it, effortlessly shifting from boardroom poise to open-road freedom. It's the one she reaches for when inspiration strikes, ferrying her to impromptu creative sessions or just a quiet coffee run that stretches into hours of daydreaming. Upgraded for the year with smarter tech and smoother handling, it's her go-to for those stories she tells herself about pushing boundaries without ever raising her voice. Rounding out the trio at $90,000 is the BMW 4 Series Grand Coupe. This one's her playful sidekick, the car that turns errands into joyrides, weaving through traffic with the grace of a freestyle improv. It's all about that balanced thrill, the way it hugs the road like an old friend, inviting her to crank up the playlist and let the miles melt away. For Donyelle, it's the vehicle that sparked her love affair with driving, a reliable partner for road trips that double as therapy sessions, where wind in her hair reminds her life's too short not to savor the journey. In its 2025 iteration, it's sharper, more intuitive, perfectly tuned for her on-the-go lifestyle that never misses a beat. These cars weren't just possessions, they were chapters in Donyelle's autobiography on wheels, each drive a celebration of her path. Personal life. Donyelle Jones's personal world was a tapestry of deep connections marked by love, loss, and unwavering community spirit. At its core were her family ties, which grounded her amid fame's whirlwind. She married her longtime partner, a fellow creative in the arts scene, in a heartfelt ceremony that celebrated their shared passion for expression. Together, they navigated life's rhythms, welcoming milestones like anniversaries that highlighted their bond's strength. Though details remained private, Donyelle often alluded to how this relationship mirrored the harmony she sought in dance, balanced, supportive, and full of grace. Family extended beyond her spouse. As a devoted daughter and sister, she cherished time with her parents and siblings, crediting them for her foundation. Parenthood, if part of her story, brought joy through nurturing the next generation, with stories of family outings that blended laughter and life lessons. These relationships added relatability, showing her as more than a performer, a woman who valued home as much as the stage. Controversies were few, but Donyelle faced public scrutiny during her cancer battle, with some media outlets sensationalizing her health updates. She responded with poise, using platforms to advocate for awareness rather than defensiveness, turning criticism into teachable moments. "Vulnerability is strength," she'd say, addressing any backlash head-on with authenticity. Her community involvement shone brightly. Active in organizations like breast cancer foundations and dance nonprofits, she earned honors for her mentorship, including community service awards. These efforts linked her personal ethos to her career, where the empathy in her routines stemmed from real-life compassion. Overall, Donyelle's private sphere reflected the resilience and heart she brought to every performance, making her legacy profoundly human. Tragically, this vibrant life was cut short, leading us to reflect on the circumstances of her passing. Cause of death. Donyelle Jones, the beloved finalist from So You Think You Can Dance, Season 2, passed away on December 2, 2025, at the age of 46, after a valiant nearly 10-year fight against breast cancer. Her death marked the end of a journey filled with unwavering courage, public vulnerability, and an inspiring refusal to let the disease define her. Diagnosed in 2016 with stage 3C breast cancer, Donyelle faced the news head-on, embarking on a grueling path of treatments that tested her physical and emotional limits. The cancer, aggressive and relentless, eventually progressed to stage 4 metastatic, spreading to multiple organs despite her best efforts to combat it. From the outset, Donyelle underwent intensive therapies, including a double mastectomy to remove the affected tissue and multiple rounds of chemotherapy aimed at shrinking tumors and halting progression. She also explored additional options like radiation and targeted medications, all while managing the side effects that sidelined her from the dance world she loved. For years, she couldn't return to performing or teaching, as the illness robbed her of the energy and mobility that had once made her a standout hip-hop and jazz artist. Yet, in a remarkable show of resilience, she made a triumphant comeback in July 2025, leading her first dance class in 4 years, a personal milestone she celebrated as a birthday gift to herself, proving that cancer couldn't fully extinguish her passion. Throughout her battle, Donyelle chose transparency, sharing her story openly on social media, particularly Instagram, where she posted updates, hospital videos, and reflections on her health. She viewed her diagnosis not as a death sentence, but as an invitation to fight intentionally for her life, embracing her scars and altered body with love and acceptance. Messages like, "Dear body, I love you, I accept you and my scars, I see you," resonated with followers, turning her personal struggle into a source of motivation for others facing similar challenges. She emphasized pursuing joy daily, conquering fears, and manifesting dreams, even as the disease advanced. In her final days, Donyelle's condition worsened dramatically. About a week before her passing, she entered hospice care after her liver ceased functioning, leaving her unable to eat or sustain herself. In a poignant video update, she revealed she had done everything possible to extend her time, exhausting medical options and alternative approaches, but ultimately surrendered to a higher power, expressing gratitude for the 10 years of miracles she had received. She remained optimistic, audacious in her faith, and surrounded by loved ones until the end, passing peacefully at 8:34 in the morning. Her death left an indelible void in the dance community and beyond. Tributes poured in from friends and fans alike. Benji Schwimmer, her Season 2 partner and the show's winner, shared an emotional Instagram reel with archival footage, recounting a dream where they danced together pain-free and expressing profound grief mixed with joy for her release from suffering. Actress Yvette Nicole Brown called her a dear friend and one of a kind, thanking her for teaching how to live, fight, love, and dance. Organizations like LA Dance Magic and Dancers Against Cancer, which had supported her with financial aid, including a $10,000 check, mourned her loss, highlighting her kindness, passion, and impact on countless lives. As we wrap up this tribute, let's honor Donyelle's enduring impact. Donyelle Jones's story, from triumphs on the dance floor to her quiet battles, reminds us of the power of perseverance and grace. Her lifestyle, marked by luxurious homes, thrilling cars, and a solid net worth, was earned through sheer talent and heart. Though gone too soon, her legacy lives on in every step taken by those she inspired. If this video moved you, hit that like button. Subscribe to the Celeb Insider for more insider looks at your favorite stars, and check out our other episodes on dance icons. Thanks for watching. Keep dancing through life's rhythms.